Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. The first story is from Kennedy Williams. I had the Tinder app before my ex-boyfriend broke up with me for being too glued to my phone all day. He concluded it would affect our relationship. His strange possessiveness prevented me from doing so many things, and I honestly always wanted to use this Tinder app. So a week after the breakup, I decided to install it again. The main motive behind me using the app to search for a date wasn't for an immediate relationship. I just wanted to talk to someone new, and if we had chemistry, we would work something out and watch the feelings grow. A week after the breakup, I met a guy of my age without having to search, and he met all my requirements of a good-looking man. Meeting him took weeks, but he finally had time and promised to come over. I was optimistic about the idea in the first place, but my desire to show off the new apartment crowded my thoughts. I had prepared a table for two, expecting him when I heard the doorbell ring. He showed up with two of his friends in casual clothes. He apologized that he just dropped by from work, and when I asked what work he does, he avoided the question. As strange as it looked, I had no suspicion and provided two more chairs. Unsurprisingly, it wasn't a romantic date anymore, as they finished eating before I could even make a dinner joke. At this point, I didn't know what to be afraid of. The fact that they ate too fast, or that they weren't even properly dressed. One of them belched and commented about how recent he had sex, and the other commented on what type of knife kills faster. My actual date was trying to shut them up, but they apparently had loose mouths. He tried to curtail their actions, but they kept giggling, and one of them rubbed his greasy hands on my skin. I jumped up in fear, and my limbs were shaking. I couldn't even run. I could hear the clock tick and a noise from my television set as my life flashed before my eyes. I attempted to run, but I tripped over and fell as they dragged my leg. I tried to shout, but words were not coming. While throwing random kicks at them, their grips on me got loosened, and I was able to run. I ran to the nearest room and slid the latch. I could feel my heart in my throat. They kept banging on the door till I could hear the police sirens in a distance, after which I could hear them panicking. They ran through the back door before the police came in for the rescue. The neighbors had heard a noise that I'm sure I didn't make and called the police. I had to relocate, and when my ex-boyfriend heard about it, he sent WhatsApp messages hoping I'd be online, as I'd always had been. But I wasn't there to reply. I'd started living a life of seclusion, free from social media and meeting strange people. It's been over a year that I fell in love. A lot of guys have told me how they felt, but I always had a feeling it would end the same way other love stories had ended, so I tried to kill every ounce of affection that grew within me. One hot afternoon, while looking for a game to download from Google Play Store, I saw this Tinder dating app where it had reviews of people meeting their perfect loves and meeting new friends. I checked its details out. What harm can it do? I thought. I didn't believe in soulmates, but I decided to give it a try. It was boring at first, but then I found this guy whose picture looked so admirable and sweet, with his black hair and cute smile sending my heart over the hills. Within an hour of deep conversation, he asked if we could hang out that weekend. I had nothing to do, and even if I did, I really wanted to talk to someone, and he was promising. We met that weekend, and he had a strange aura about him, even though I tried to pretend his age wasn't different from what the app said. He painted his nails black and kept laughing at things I said that weren't even funny. When we eventually sat to eat, he kept on licking his knife after completing a sentence, and at a time, blood started dripping from his mouth. Out of care and fear, I offered my handkerchief for him to hold on till I called the ambulance. He told me never to bother, that he would be stable, and in no time he was. While I smiled frantically, trying to minimize how much fear I was showing, he was smiling broadly and making weird jokes and laughing loudly at them. Suddenly, he became calm and explained that he laughed to ease his pain and admitted to having been acting strange. Once again, I felt a bit comfortable, but I knew this wasn't my dream guy. He invited me to step out to see nature with him. I had no idea of where it would be, and I didn't want to go. I was expecting a cool-headed guy that I could confide in. Not that I was old enough, but I just didn't know priorities. I followed him regardless, and the first thing he did when we were clear of sight was attempt to kiss me. I pushed him away, and he brought out a knife to kill himself, threatening to put the blame on me. I tried to beg him, having no idea of what to do. He approached me, still licking the knife as blood started dripping again from his mouth onto his shirt. At that time, there was only a thin line separating me from madness as I screamed at the top of my voice. He bolted out. It's a really traumatic feeling ever since then, and I've never felt calm about being kissed. Probably why I'm still single and alone in the corner of my room. Thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Stay safe and have a good day.